Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team, and we have 96 autogram, man. I hinted at it, I believe, a couple episodes ago. I said I was looking for somebody to pick up, and we have them. I ended up picking up 95 overall autogram for 370k. It did come at a cost, though. I did have to power down Joey Bosa. I think I did say last episode that I just didn't really notice him, man. Ever since I upgraded him from like a 88 to a 90 to a 93, I just didn't notice a difference between those. And I was like, well, it's 180k or a 93 pass rusher that plays no different than when he's a fucking 88. So I just decided to go ahead and put it in autogram, and he will debut this episode. But first, we're playing some weekend league, and this game, first of all, we have two games of this episode. This first one ends up being very quick, and it was very sad for my opponent, man. He starts off with a pick six to Sean Taylor, who has been playing better and better recently. I don't know why, but when we first got him, he just didn't play that great, and recently he's been all over the field catching picks, all types of shit. But this play, 1st and 10, again, first play of his next drive, just throw right at me, man. Why the fuck not? And this one is going to the house, baby. That is 2 pick sixes in a row. 2 and 2 plays, man. I mean, what do I even say to that? That was a bad read on the second one. I mean, he threw that literally right at me, and he just stared down the tight end. You could tell. But that one was not that great. The first one was, like, not great either. I mean, both of them were not good. And then his third play of offense, all 3 plays of offense were turnovers, man. Brian Dawkins ends up getting the fumble recovery. I don't even know what to say about that. You just get these random games where it's just like pick 6 or fumble for 6 and just crazy shit, and the guy's gone instantly. I mean, I've had those games where it happens to me. You know, it's vice versa, and I'm quitting because, you know, I'm just getting destroyed in the first quarter, which I've actually shown a video of that where I get beat 35-0 in the first quarter. It's horrible, man. But going back to autogram as we get into our second game, which I got to apologize first of all, because this is, you know, the autogram gameplay episode of the series, but this is really just the first game with him, and he does not do very much. I don't end up throwing that many times. I don't end up needing to, man. Our main offense is Todd Gurley. You guys know that if you've watched the past couple episodes. Gurley is just so insane. I mean, it is honestly unbelievable. This dude has Ricky Williams, as does a lot of people. I mean, I know a lot of people just end up starting Ricky Williams at this point. But I know I said it a couple of times already that I just couldn't get it going with Ricky. But Todd Gurley and autogram is going to be our combo for a while, man. I mean, there's no reason to change that. The 93 autogram played so well. That's what made me want to go ahead and get him to a 96, as I think that was Jamal Adams. Yeah, that was definitely Jamal Adams. Ends up making the big hit, and Bobby Wagner picks it up. I'd be very surprised if I go back and look, and that was not Jamal Adams. But I saw him walking away from the play, and that dude, he lays big hits all the time, forces fumbles all the time. So we get the ball back with a minute, or no, we get the ball for the first time. Yeah, because this is a new game. What the hell? But that guy's first drive, you know, he was moving pretty easily to start, and you know, he just gets stripped, man. Or not gets stripped, gets big hit. I mean, it is what it is, and you know, we'll obviously take that. But 4 rushes for 36 yards to start this game, and Gurley, there's just no need to throw, man. We ran every single play of this drive about, I don't know, 60 yards, 50 yards, whatever it was, and a touchdown for Gurley on that drive, and we're up 7-0 just like that. So we take advantage of the turnover, man. We will definitely take that. And 7-0, 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. Obviously, there's a lot of time left in this game for us just being up 7-0. This dude loved the posts. I mean, I know a lot of people like the posts, but this dude didn't really have them open. He just kept running them and liked to throw to him, man. But he ends up catching a couple of them throughout the game. Stephon Gilmore just, I don't know, was playing too far to the outside of the receiver, and the receiver just had inside position. That was pretty much it. But they weren't like wide open posts like last episode. Those ones were just the matter of Jalen Ramsey getting absolutely burned. We actually covered this dude pretty well. He was really committed to the run as well. Me and this dude had very similar play styles on offense. It's just that my run game was a little bit more effective, and we know why, because Todd Gurley is a fucking madman. And Ricky Williams is okay. I mean, you know, honestly, man, when I used him, he just didn't feel like he was that fast, and other people use him, and he, you know, he does that, but he just can't really break away. That's the thing about Ricky. Todd Gurley, you guys have seen how crazy he is, and how crazy he can break away. So this game, these two going against each other is just, you know, kind of the same old, man. You know, just Ricky getting those 5-yard runs and Gurley getting those 10, 15, just bursting off. I am in love with this card. I'm sorry. I'm having a love affair with this fucking card. 7-3, he does end up taking a field goal. 1st and 10. We do try to find Tyreek Hill. Unfortunately, he cannot hold on to it. Seems like a trend with that fucking card. Jesus, I'm just used to saying Todd Gurley at this point. Tyreek Hill just can't really catch that much. As right here, we try to chuck it up to him. Before half, I didn't really think that this would hurt all that much. I'm just trying to make sure that I waste as much time as possible with him on that return. He gets to the 50 with 6 seconds left. I thought maybe he was going to run like an in route or something. You know, if he hits that in route right there and calls a timeout, he may have actually got a field goal. I don't know, but he ends up just chucking it up out of the end zone, man. I get a little bit crazy at the end of half. You know, I end up just chucking it up. And it was not the smartest thing in the world for me to do, but I did want to throw the ball with Otto Graham for once. I think that may have been our first throw with Otto Graham, and it was a pick at the end of half. We may have thrown it one other time, but we just did not use him that much this episode, man. You guys will see him throughout the series, though, of course. I mean, Otto Graham, he's going to be our quarterback for a while. 96 overall. Some of the best stats he can get. Probably the most balanced QB in the game as far as speed and carrying as well. You guys can see taking that hit. You know, you don't have to slide all the time, but you probably should. I mean, he'll still fumble. Franco Harris finally getting in the action, catching the ball, which is what we really want him to do most of the time. Well, I mean, most of the time we want him to block, but receiving is honestly his secondary reason. Not running, as I've said before. I won't get into that again. But Todd Gurley taking the ball back. Obviously, you know, we gave it to Franco Harris a couple plays, ran it a couple times, or I mean, tried to throw it a couple times, but you know, back to Gurley. Then we go back to Franco Harris. You know, Franco Harris is kind of showing up here a little bit, but 2nd and 9. Back to Gurley, and I need to learn to press L2 and let my blocks develop, man. My God, we had everybody pancaked. If I just slow up right there and let those blocks set, everybody's blocked. I'm in the end zone, and we're up 14-3, and this game's over. I mean, it's that simple, man. Instead, we have to run it a couple more times, and we get to the dreaded goal line, man. The fucking red zone where I just can't seem to score a touchdown, and again, we can't. 3rd and 5, I decided to run the ball. I turned my blocking too aggressive and my running too aggressive, thinking that maybe I'd catch him off guard with a run and just go up the middle and, you know, possibly get him. He ran cover 4, only 3-man rush, but he got me, man. He got the stop, so I ended up taking the field goal. 10-3, you know, same old, man. Same problem, just not able to cash in for touchdowns. Instead, just taking those field goals, and it sucks. 10-3 right now. Obviously, just trying to hold on to this lead. That's all we can do because we keep stalling in the fucking red zone. But 10-3, as I've said, I keep saying the score. I don't need to keep saying the score. 2 minutes left in this game at the 43. He hits the out route. That was really close to getting picked off. Jamal Adams was right there. Unfortunately, I ended up backing him up just before that play started. If I kept him where he was, probably would have been a pick. Unfortunately, we don't. Minute 33 now, just continuing to count down. I think this dude wants to try to score, go for 2, and win it with no time left. He goes to the post of the end zone. Stephon Gilmore with a clutch bat down, man. 4th and 4. We need this stop. He finally throws to a post that I am guarding. Just throw it at me, man. Why the fuck not? Oh, my goodness, we needed that, man. He kept going to those posts. I was so out of position every single time. Finally, I'm in the right position. Finally, my user is not shit, and we get the user, and now all we have to do is get 1 first down. 3rd and 6, I decide to run with Otto Graham. We get the first, but we get big hit, and Otto cannot hang on to the ball. Even with 86 carry at 96 overall, he still fumbles, man. 3rd play of that drive, I thought that he could take that hit, but he took a big hit, man. Luckily, Frank Clark ends up getting a sack on the very first play. 23 seconds left and counting down. He has 1 timeout. He has to get in the end zone. That's the good thing. We did end up wasting 2 timeouts and wasting some time. This guy needs a miracle to be able to win this game. 2nd and 19. Runs a play action. Rolls out to the left. Just trying to make something happen. Tries to hit the tight end. I break it up. And Sean Taylor. I almost said Brian Dawkins. But Sean Taylor comes in and gets the game-sealing interception. And that will do it. Some late game, what's the word I'm looking for? Some late game, I don't know, just crazy shit happened at the end of the game, man. I had such a chance to make that so epic, but I fuck up and I forget the word. Ultimately, man, we get the pick with Sean Taylor. We get the win, 10-3. Again, another game where we just cannot seem to score on the goal line, just cannot seem to punch it in to make the game a guaranteed, a guaranteed win earlier. Instead, we have to make it thrilling and very, very scary. But anyway, we end up winning. Thank God, man. After our horrible loss After our horrible loss last episode where we lost like 31-9, we debuted 96 Otto Graham. He did not do much in this episode, very little. I apologize for that. That's just kind of the way it goes. That's This is the first game I played with him, and that's how he played. But, you know, you guys will definitely see a lot of him in the future. He is easily the best quarterback I have played with, or the 93 was. I don't know if the 96 is going to, for some reason, play worse than the 93. I doubt it. It was just unlucky with that fumble, man, but I'm excited to play with him. I hope you guys enjoyed these gameplays, and as always, I'm out. Peace.